Hey guys, Hannah Bell, family law and estate planning lawyer here with the Family Law Musings. We have not had one of those in a while, right? We got like very Christmas spirit and we've done some pro tips, but I don't know. This has been on my mind. I've been meaning to do a video for like all of January and it's February. But what happens when I was like with these videos is people are like, well, how do you think of what you're going to say? I'm like, honestly, they just kind of come to me because what happens is a lot of times the same sorts of circumstances keep arising in conversations with clients and people and stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, universe, God, everyone, I get it. I guess maybe somebody needs to hear that. So maybe that's you today. Today we're going to talk about when not to get divorced. Coming from a divorce lawyer, you're like, oh, Hannah, isn't the point? You're supposed to get me to hire you. Really, no. I'm going to tell you today about when you don't need to get divorced. And that's when you're at rock bottom. And that's probably a little counterintuitive. You're like, hey, if anybody's getting divorced, aren't they kind of at the rock bottom? And yeah, but that ain't the time to do it. Let me explain what I mean. So, and I think women, we're usually worse about this than the guys are. And that's very overgeneral, and I overgeneralize all the time, but it's kind of true. So what often happens that I've seen, I know is true in my own life and it has been true for most of my clients, and a lot of the consultations I've done recently are women coming to me, they are at their wits' end. They are done. They are spent. They've got nothing left in the tank. And they're like, oh, I've got to get divorced. And the problem is they are so depleted. They are so broken down and brokenhearted. They don't have what it takes to do what they've got to do and to see this through. I don't want that to happen to you because you'll make decisions out of fear and exhaustion and worry that will not be good for you short term or long term or any kind of term. Okay. So because what happens is a lot of women will be in a situation that maybe we know we need to get out of, not quite sure what to do. And, over time, you just sort of get worn down. Sometimes big things happen. Sometimes it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. And then you've got to go, but you don't, sort of when you're still like strong and having those thoughts. And then a lot of stuff happens and you just kind of start to waste away. And between kids and work and all the things going on, you don't have a lot left to give. That's not the time to get divorced. You have to do it sooner, or you have to pull yourself back up and get better and then do it. Okay. So if you're at the end of your rope, and you think, I can't do it anymore, I need you to tie a knot and hang on. Because you will not have what it takes to finish it. You will not have the sort of peace of mind and calm and reasonableness and logic that it takes to do this decent. And you'll pay for it. Because there's going to be this temptation when things are really bad to reach out for that life preserver. Okay, to reach out for that helping hand, anything to get you out of the drowning, I'm envisioning like this big ocean, you're drowning and life preserver. But that life preserver in this situation is a deal that won't work for you long term and you will regret it. And you'll come back later and say, gosh, I made a bad deal. I should have listened to your little video that I saw. You were right. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I guess the way to handle this, tie your rope and hang on if you're at the end. Get the mental health treatment that you need. Get the family and support system around you. It's a good time to make a good plan. That you can do. And that makes us feel better sometimes, right? If we have some sort of a plan and something we're working towards instead of just sort of like flailing about in this ocean. And that's what I want you to do. So for everybody out there who's in a rough spot and thinking, I've got to get divorced. If you have desperation in your voice, it's not the right time to be getting divorced, unless of course it involves your safety and all that. I mean hopefully y'all know I'm not talking about that. But if you feel desperate, you need to wait. because desperation doesn't make good decisions. And I want you can call me, talk to others, lots of great lawyers now who are doing all these videos, talk to them and get yourself a plan together to get on 2 feet, so like strong and steady, so that you will make good choices that last long term for you and your kids. And this is not great news to people when I tell them this. I'm like, you can't be doing this right now. You got to get yourself together. That advice is often not well received by someone in it. So say you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to tell my friend, my sister, my whoever this thought. Be prepared. They're not going to want to hear it, because when you get there, it's hard to listen to people on the outside and maybe they don't understand. But if maybe you could try to stop them, if you see this slide, grab a hold of them and explain. It's sort of now, or we have to get better and then do it later, but not at the very bottom. I don't want you to have to go through that. So if you want to talk to somebody about whether you're sort of there, what's it going to take, making a plan, I'd be happy to do that. All my contacts on everything. And so when not to get divorced at rock bottom, at the end of your rope, you need to tie a knot and hang on. And also, beside the point, I guess in this video you can see the bump, guys. She's coming very soon. So I don't know. I mean, I guess before long we'll have a little baby on the hip to make an appearance in some of these videos. So, all right. Hope everybody's having a good week and hang in there. You can do it. All joking around aside, if you need help and you're in trouble, and you don't know what it takes to sort of get back there, our firm will talk to you and connect you with resources to put you in the right place and to get you the assistance that you need, okay? You're not in this alone. It's been a rough road. A lot of people, 2020 is over, but a lot of people are still having a hard time. And I'm very sensitive to that. So is everybody who works at our office. And so are a lot of great people out there. So just don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer on your own. Secrets and pain and fear love darkness and isolation. Don't believe that lie. Just sometimes the act of sharing it, of telling someone else what's going on or what you're going through, it may be the crack in the door to let the light in that you need. So if we can do that for you, we'd be happy to.